Chair, and I don't know if I have 5 minutes. Okay.
Good evening, and welcome to the graduate commencement ceremony. I'm Michael Driscoll, president of IUP. I would ask that you please rise for the presentation of colors and our national anthem, sung by Abigail Earhart, who is graduating with a Master of Arts in Music Performance. Ms. Earhart will be accompanied by the Graduation Brass Ensemble, directed by Dr. David Ferguson, Assistant Dean in the College of Arts and Humanities. Please be seated. Thank you, Dr. Ferguson. Thank you, the Graduation Brass Ensemble, and also to Ms. Earhart. The presence of friends and family makes occasions like this one most special. Because not all can be with us in the arena, I want to thank and recognize the families who have joined us through our webcast. We are honored to have with us today members of the IUP Council of Trustees. When I call your name, please stand to be recognized. Tim Syka, Lori Kuzneski, and our student trustee, Shagufta Haq. Thank you for all that you do for IUP. You may be seated. I would like to introduce other members of the platform party who will not be speaking today. They are members of the President's Cabinet and various university leaders. As I call your name, please stand to be recognized, and then you may be seated. Ms. Abigail Hancock, past president of the Student Government Association and student member of the Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education Board of Governors. Dr. Thomas Seeger, Vice President for Student Affairs. Dr. Deborah Fitzsimmons, Vice President for Administration and Finance. Ms. Paula Stossel, Strategic Advisor to the President for Student Success. Dr. Amber Ricchini, Vice Provost for Student Academic Success. Dr. Kelly Hyder, Assistant Vice Provost for University Libraries. Mr. Richard Muth, Director of Regional Campuses, who will be receiving his doctorate this evening. Dr. Brian Seal, Chair of the University Senate. Dr. Lynn Ann Black, Dean of the College of Health and Human Services. Dr. Adele Riley, Dean of the College of Education and Communications. Dr. Prashant Bharadwaj, Dean's Associate in the Eberly College of Business. Dr. Curtis Scheib, Dean of the College of Arts and Humanities. Dr. Daniel Burkett, Dean's Associate in the Kopchik College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics. Dr. Scott Rhodes, member of the IUP Alumni Association Board of Directors. And last but not least, our Grand Marshal, Dr. John Pagnucci, Distinguished University Professor and Chair of the Department of English. Thank you for serving in this role. Please be seated. Please join me in welcoming the platform party. Members of the faculty, please stand. I ask our audience to please join the platform party and the graduates in expressing our gratitude for the contributions that the faculty has made to ensure the success of today's graduates. Thank you. You may be seated. When we lose members of the IUP community, we all are deeply impacted. Let us observe a moment of silence in memory of all members of the university community to whom we have bid farewell this year. Thank you. Our student speaker, Oksana Moroz, will graduate today as a Doctor of English in Composition and Applied Linguistics. Oksana Moroz, a native of Ukraine and a daughter of Natalia and Ole Moroz, came to IUP in 2015 on a Fulbright scholarship to obtain an MA in TESOL before pursuing her doctorate in Composition and Applied Linguistics. She has held numerous positions, including Associate Director of the Kathleen Jones White Writing Center, Teaching Associate in the English Department, Writing Center First-Year Writing Coordinator, and a tutor, graduate assistant, and assessment specialist for the Big Ideas program. Ms. Moroz's research interests span a wide range of topics, including multilingual students' digital identities, narrative methods of inquiry, gender identities of teacher educators, language ideologies, and writing assessment. She has also been a strong advocate for graduate students and student mothers as an immediate past chair of the American Association of Applied Linguistics Graduate Student Council and a member of the International Association of Maternal Action and Scholarship. Additionally, she brings her cultural heritage to the forefront of her work, proudly representing Ukraine in rural Western Pennsylvania. Recently, Ms. Morose accepted a tenure-track assistant professor of English and director of writing position at Messiah University, where she will oversee writing across curriculum initiatives. She is also the wife of Taras and a mother of 2 toddlers, Emma and Mark. Outside of academia, Oksana is a giraffe lover and a YMCA group exercise and cycling enthusiast. And while it's not quite official yet, I'm the president, so I can say, please welcome Dr. Oksana Morose.
Доброго вечора, друзі і родино. Привіт, мама і тато, сюрприз. Good evening, faculty, administrators, and staff, friends, guests, proud family members, and most importantly, my fellow graduates. As I stand before you tonight, I am filled with a whirlwind of emotions, pride, honor, and a deep sense of responsibility as I represent my country, Ukraine, and its people. Since the full-scale, unprovoked war on Ukraine broke out more than 2 years ago, and numerous lives have been lost, it is my duty to ask you for a moment of silence to commemorate those who died for freedom and democratic values, and think about our shared humanity. Thank you. Graduation is just not a box to check off or a reason to wear this stylish hat. It's a testament to our grit, determination, and perseverance. Each of us has gone through a unique journey to reach this point, filled with highs, lows, and everything in between. We have faced challenges, pushed through obstacles, and come out stronger on the other side. And let's not forget, our degrees are not just fancy pieces of paper. They're proof to the hard work and learned skills, connections we established, and relationships we fostered along the way. Tonight, as we celebrate this milestone, let us also acknowledge the privilege we have been afforded in receiving this education, as it also comes with responsibility to use our knowledge and skills to uplift those who might not have this same advantage. Let's strive to be agents of change in the world, using our education to make a meaningful difference in the lives of others. Today, I want to take a moment to reflect on the power of shared experiences and incredible potential that lies within each of us. As we look back on the countless hours of study, the late nights spent in the library and in front of the computer screens, the moments of self-doubt, we realize that we are so much more than just graduates. We are warriors, creators of our destiny and architects of our future. My journey, as you heard, has started at IUP 9 years ago, and it has been definitely a roller coaster of ups and downs. Originally from Ukraine, my path to academic success has been shaped by diverse perspectives, cultural insights, and determination to overcome challenges. As a mother to 2 kids that were born during my graduate career, I had to develop effective time management plan to juggle multiple responsibilities. Hence, the #1 lesson that I learned through these experiences is that we need to strive for balance over hustle. I will never forget the feeling of empowerment and IUP's community support when in March 2022, a vigil for Ukraine was held on campus. I vividly remember walking down Oak Grove with a big poster, "No War in Ukraine," and catching the looks of students. I felt uncomfortable being the center of attention, but also very much empowered at the same time. This was the pinnacle of feeling the lowest due to the fear of the unknown, and the highest at the same time due to understanding that people who might not have even heard about Ukraine can sympathize and support the citizens of Ukraine. This was a valuable lesson number 2 that I learned at IUP. Never underestimate the power of community and normalize vulnerability. Throughout this academic journey, sacrifices have been made by us and those around us. Sacrifices of time, personal comforts, and even leaving behind family and home country to pursue education. And let me be honest with you for a moment. I still have days when I wonder, was it all worth it? Was the stress, the late nights, the sacrifices worth those 3 letters after my name? But then I see the pride in my daughter's eyes when she tells her friends, my mom is a doctor, even if she doesn't quite understand what kind of doctor I am. I did it for her, for those student mothers and international students, and for anyone who struggles to see the light at the end of the tunnel. It is through these experiences that I have come to understand the true meaning of resilience, the ability to rise above adversity and emerge stronger on the other side. It is the spirit of resilience that defines us as graduates of IUP. We are not defined by our circumstances, we are defined by our response to them. We are the authors of our own narrative. I'm also a strong believer that being disciplined rather than motivated is what got us through the years of intense work. As we stand on the verge of a new beginning, let us take a moment, pause, and reflect on our journey. I ask you graduates to close your eyes. Please close your eyes. And envision those people who supported you the most. Maybe they're here tonight, maybe they're watching us from the virtual world, or maybe they're looking from the above. Let us express our deepest gratitude for their support. And now, I want you to thank yourself. You're deserving of every accolade you get and are about to receive. You are worthy, you're unique and enough. Thank you, you can open your eyes. As we reflect on our academic journey, let us also cherish the relationships and connections formed along the way. These connections have enriched our lives and provided support and inspiration when we needed it most. It surely takes a village to go through the graduate degree, and I have been blessed to have found my village at IUP and Indiana-Pittsburgh community. I am especially grateful to my husband and kids who have stood by my side through every hardship, but also celebrated my successes as their own. Thank you to my mom and dad who are here today and came from Ukraine. Thank you to friends, relatives, colleagues, neighbors, and my YMCA gym buddies. And most importantly, I want to thank on behalf of all graduates to IUP professors, mentors, advisors, who have challenged us to think critically, contributed to our development of scholarly identities, helped us navigate academia, encouraged us to step out of comfort zones, and shaped us into the humans we are today. I would also like to acknowledge mothers and mothers' figures as we go into the Mother Days weekend. Let us celebrate mothers not only on Sunday, but every day. Moving forward, we should consider the legacy we leave behind, not just in terms of academic achievements, but also in the impact we have on others and the communities we are part of. It is my hope that we graduates will leave a legacy of kindness, compassion, and positive change, making a lasting impact on the world around us. As we celebrate the graduating class of 2024, I am echoing the words of Lina Kostenko, a famous Ukrainian writer. І все на світі треба пережити, і кожен фініш – це по суті старт. And everything in life must be endured, and every finish is, in fact, a start. Congratulations, IUP graduates 2024. Today, we applaud not just the end of one chapter, but the beginning of an extraordinary future filled with possibilities. Slava Ukraini, and God bless America. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Lori Kazneski, member of the IUP Council of Trustees, and it is my great honor to introduce our 2024 IUP honorary degree recipient, Ellen Silvis Ruddick. Ellen Silvis Ruddick, retired entrepreneur, is a proud graduate and distinguished alumna of Indiana University of Pennsylvania. She is also a graduate of the Entrepreneurial Management Program at Carnegie Mellon University and the MBA certificate program at IUP Everly College of Business and Information Technology. Her experience in education, sales, and business has led to numerous opportunities, achievements, and awards. She founded, operated, and sold a successful retail business and an award-winning consulting firm. She has played leadership role in helping individuals, companies, and communities of Western Pennsylvania build consensus, develop strategic plans, and strengthen their leadership teams. Commitment to her community is evidenced in her active 40-year involvement in Downtown Indiana Incorporated and downtown revitalization. She was the first woman elected to the Indiana Borough Council and the first Athena Award winner recipient in Pennsylvania. She is the past president of PowerLink Incorporated, a business owners advisory, past chair of the board of directors of Athena International, and past chair of the Athena International Honorary Board. She proudly serves each of these organizations as a director emerita. Ellen served 2 terms on the IUP Alumni Association Board of Directors and enjoys volunteering with IUP Advancement. Ellen has twice received the Department of Army Outstanding Civilian Service Medal for her volunteer work with the U.S. Army Reserve's Family Readiness Program. She currently resides in Indiana with her husband, Rod. It is an honor and a privilege to recognize Ellen Ruddick for her outstanding achievements and steadfast loyalty to her alma mater.
Mrs. Ruddick, would you please come forward for the awarding of this degree and to deliver your address? You can. Very good. By recommendation of the University Senate and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Council of Trustees of the Indiana University of Pennsylvania and the Board of Governors of the Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education, I confer upon Dr. Ellen Ruddick the degree of Doctor of Public Service with all the rights, duties, and privileges pertaining thereto. I present you with this diploma bearing the official university seal.
Wow. President Driscoll, platform dignitaries, faculty, alumni, guests, and graduates, I am humbled to be with you. Receiving this honorary doctorate degree of public service is an overwhelming and very unexpected honor. IUP has been such an important catalyst for my lengthy career. I want to share some of that special meaning IUP has to me with you this evening. I was just as anxious then as you are now about the unknown. I've learned that we have 3 attributes common to every successful person in the world. We are goal setters, we are self-motivated, and we have a positive attitude. This I know about you. Although we're anxious about the unknown, with these attributes, you'll find success. I was born and raised in Pittsburgh into a family-owned real estate and insurance business. My parents were wonderful role models and mentors for my entrepreneurial spirit. Hard work and education were everything in our family. From an early age, my brother, sister, and I helped to maintain the apartments that my dad said would put us through an affordable, nearby college. I chose IUP. And from the time my folks dropped me off at Sutton Hall, I embraced the campus, my roommates, my sorority sisters, downtown Indiana, and of course my independence. Classes were demanding, and the business department had lofty expectations and rules to match. Some professors, however, became lifelong friends. But the best thing about my IUP experience was meeting my husband Rod at Mack Park swimming pool. I was first hired in January of 1966 at Penn Hills High School. It was the beginning and the end of my short-lived career as a business teacher. Rod and I were married in April, and he was called to active duty. We left for Fort Lee, Virginia. A friend of my IUP student teacher supervisor from New Kensington asked me to take an emergency certificate and teach physical education and driver education at Prince George County High School, Virginia. Move ahead to 1967, nearing the height of the Vietnam conflict, the worst unknown. I was 22 years old and the only female on a plane full of soldiers headed for Vietnam. Not a choice destination. There were only 3 of us who did not deplane in Vietnam. Rod had been assigned to the Army Security Agency in Bangkok, Thailand. I didn't know what I was going to do, and I certainly didn't know the language. But a friend of a friend from IUP knew I was in Bangkok looking for work. I think my security clearance helped, but I was recruited to become the administrative assistant to the project engineer of an American joint venture. Soon I was asked to join the real estate team of the Joint U.S. Military Command, Thailand. My education at IUP prepared me with the skills and confidence to do anything I was asked without hesitation. After 2.5 years, we returned to IUP while Rod attended graduate school. A local superintendent and IUP alumnus called and asked if I would take a job at United High School. I taught physical education for a year and left to begin our family. When our 2 sons started school, I began my first business, a remarkably successful children's specialty clothing store right on Philadelphia Street. Great mentors and lots of help convinced me and assured me that I would be doing this until I was 80. With a store full of inventory beginning our 6th year, there was a fire that destroyed 2 buildings and affected 12 businesses on Philadelphia Street, including mine. I waited a year for that building to be rebuilt and ended up selling the business because I was incapable of starting again from scratch. Again, facing the unknown, I was recruited by the fire chief, who also managed the local radio stations. After 10 years of working with many successful business owners, my entrepreneurial spirit returned, and I began my second business. This time, I would invest in training and materials to help business owners and their managers with the familiar problems of management. 5 years later, business growth was still a struggle, and I made up my mind to do something entirely different that year. Having been recognized with the award for community service, the Athena Award, I was invited to their first national conference in Washington, D.C. It was 1994. I went alone, but I met Barbara Moore, a successful business owner from Pittsburgh and founder of Pittsburgh PowerLink. Although initially unqualified, within a year, I had my own business PowerLink advisory panel. Then the business began to thrive with large contracts, new salespeople, and new sources of revenue. Then Martha Mertz, founder of Athena International, invited me to a planning retreat at Wellesley's Center for Women at Wellesley College, Massachusetts. The experience allowed me to introduce Athena International to Pittsburgh PowerLink. Well, lifelong friendships were made and permanent commitments were formed. I was invited then to join the Athena International Board of Directors and have since traveled nationally and internationally to represent Athena and to present the award in Beijing and Shanghai, China, and more recently to the 13-country summit of the Southeast Asia Federation of Women in Kathmandu, Nepal. I've had the chance to share a day or a dais with many leaders I've enjoyed throughout my life. Since selling my second business, Dr. Lawrence Pettit, former president of IUP, asked me to help manage the IUP Gateways to Opportunity capital campaign. When that capital campaign finished successfully, Dr. Robert Camp, former dean at Everly College of Business and Information Technology, convinced me to reinstate the Center for Family Business and direct it. Every career step has been a rewarding experience helping people. Many decades as a volunteer with the U.S. Army, my church, downtown Indiana, and especially IUP, have given me lots of insight on ways I can help my country, my community, and of course, my alma mater. The opportunities are truly endless. The anxiousness and unknown are always there, but just like you, I'll set goals for the next decade and work on my self-motivation and positive attitude. I'm most grateful to my husband, Rod, who has supported me lovingly and extraordinarily through all my efforts. Our sons, Dana and Darren, my brother, Paul, family and extended family have been my constant cheerleaders. I love you all. Thank you, Jen and the Alumni Association and everyone involved in this nomination and selection. Thank you, Dr. Driscoll, for your outstanding vision and leadership of IUP. You've got this. I love my alma mater and the IUP alumni network that's always worked so well for me. I will forever cherish this serendipitous and most prestigious honorary doctorate degree.
Thank you, Dr. Ruddick, and congratulations. Tomorrow, we will have another honorary degree recipient who unfortunately cannot be with us this evening. We are deeply honored to have Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro attending our undergraduate ceremony in the afternoon. He will be the first since Governor Dick Thornburgh, who was presented with an honorary degree in 1983. Governor Shapiro is a steadfast supporter of higher education, recognizing its pivotal role in shaping the future of the Commonwealth. His dedication to access and affordability while championing initiatives that promote academic excellence has left an indelible mark on the entire educational landscape of our state. While we regret he cannot be with us in person, we are honored by his continued support and eagerly anticipate the opportunity to continue to work together toward our shared goals. Now, I would like to introduce our 2023-2024 Distinguished University Professor, Dr. Ben Ford.
If this isn't nice, what is? I just want you all to take a moment, just soak it in. You're only going to get to do this once in your life. And when we're all done here, I want you to remember to go hug your loved ones, okay? So my brief for this particular speech is to contextualize what you've accomplished in the last few years and say something that some of you might find meaningful and hopefully carry forward with you as you go forth and do wonderful things, all in about 5 minutes. So the only chance I have of doing this is to focus on what I kind of know, which is archaeology and anthropology. The last time that I sat anywhere near where you folks are today, I got a piece of paper that said that I was a nautical archaeologist. And what that means is that left to my own devices, I record and interpret shipwrecks to figure out how past peoples adapted to their environment, how they dealt with adversity, and how they ushered into existence the modern economy. That also means that I often park a small modern boat above a much larger ship that sank. So, and that boat has on it myself, who is a public school kid from the dry side of Ohio, a couple of undergraduates, and an old guy named Tim. And we moored this small boat above the remains of a much larger ship that was cutting edge for its time and crewed by professional sailors, but still sank at that very spot. We say to ourselves, this will be fine. Nothing bad will happen. That is hubris. That is excessive self-confidence. That is also the same thing that got Icarus in trouble when he flew too close to the sun. That is, however, how things get done. That is how you learn new things and use that knowledge to improve the lot of your fellow man or fellow humans. You believe that you can, you make a plan to mitigate the risks, but you still have to take risks. Like Icarus, I don't believe that you can fly with wax and feather wings, but I do believe that you can cheat death to learn something new and better the world. I also believe in your ability to change that world. Change is hard, but all change comes from the people. Even single leaders develop their ideas through what they read, who they talk to, and through their experiences with other humans. More often, though, change comes from groups of people. I think of culture, of society, as a box. And we're all marbles in that box, banging around. And the box is the rules. It's the beliefs, etc., that frame our society. Sometimes enough marbles hit one side of the box and shift the box in that direction. That's change in our society. Some of those marbles in the box have more mass than others. They push a little harder than the other marbles. Many of those more massive marbles are you folks, college graduates. Still, less than half of Americans have earned a college degree, and even fewer have masters or PhDs. And with that additional power, though, that you have to move that box, with that above average mass, comes responsibility. You have to take an active role in your community. You need to research things that you don't understand. And you always have to practice the platinum rule. Many of you probably are familiar with the golden rule, right? Do unto others as you would have, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. The platinum rule, however, calls you to do unto others as they would want to be done unto them. Act towards others as they want, not as you want. The platinum rule decenters you. It forces you to practice empathy. It forces you to respect the wishes and beliefs of others in exactly the same way that you'd hope that they would respect yours. In the last few years of doing archaeology with students here at IUP, we've looked at sites associated with 18th century Scotch-Irish, with formerly enslaved African Americans, and with indigenous peoples. And I would not ever pretend to see the world through those various historical people's eyes. But we have to try to see the world through their eyes if we're going to interpret their lives and understand how those lives, our shared history, created the world that we live in today. That sort of humility is necessary to learn from the past, but it's also really useful in functioning in the present. Decentering yourself in your world has advantages. One of the advantages is it helps you to adapt to changing situations. It is the cultural equivalent of having your head on a swivel. It also helps you recognize and develop your network. No doubt, some of you had a much tougher road to today than others, and I am personally very glad that all of you stuck with it. But all of you benefited from a network. Someone kept you alive in those early years. You studied with someone. Someone gave you a chance at work. You all are aware of your examples. With a college degree, you now, or will very soon, have the opportunity to support others in that network, to mentor someone at work, to use your story to inspire someone, to maybe donate to IUP. Whatever the rest of your path holds for you, though, please walk it with kindness and dignity, and make sure you hug your loved ones. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ford. In a lasting tradition that continues today, the music program has always been a core strength at IUP. Its ensembles have toured internationally. Please enjoy a musical selection performed by the Graduation Brass Ensemble. They will play Kenneth Baird's Fanfare.
Thank you, Dr. Ferguson and the Graduation Brass Ensemble. I'm Laura Lutka-Hans, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. It is my privilege to congratulate each of you today. A college degree is an investment and a great achievement. As with all things of great value, earning your degree required vision, dedication, great effort, and sacrifice. And we are so very, very proud of you. Your degree from IUP shows the world that you set and met your educational goals, and that you're able and ready to do great things. The world needs IUP graduates. We have high expectations of you, but we know that you will not only meet them, but exceed them. It's just what Crimson Hawks do. While your successes will be your own, your achievements will also reflect brightly on IUP. So thank you in advance for bringing honor and pride to your alma mater now and in the future. Wherever you go, whatever you do, I urge you to continue to keep raising the bar of your own expectations. When you encourage yourself, when you challenge yourself to be better, to be more mindful, and to be more creative, you will be challenging everyone around you to achieve more. That's teamwork and leadership at its best. I wish you great personal and professional success. And now it is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Hillary Creeley, Dean of the School of Graduate Studies and Research.
Thank you, Provost Lutkehans. As we gather here today, we celebrate the culmination of an incredible journey, one marked by perseverance, dedication, insatiable curiosity, and the pursuit of knowledge. To the graduating class, I extend my heartfelt congratulations on reaching this significant milestone. Throughout your time in graduate school, you've demonstrated unwavering commitment to your fields of study. You've tackled challenges, embraced innovation, and expanded the boundaries of your chosen disciplines. Your hard work and insightful research have all led to this pivotal moment. However, your achievements go far beyond academic excellence. You've built lasting connections and fostered collaborations. And you've enriched the academic community with your unique perspectives and contributions. Your passion for learning and discovery have not only shaped your journeys, but also contributed to the collective advancement of knowledge. As you step into the next chapter of your life, remember that your education doesn't end here. It's a stepping stone to a future filled with possibilities. Embrace change, stay curious, and continue to push boundaries. Your skills and resilience and determination have prepared you to navigate the complexities of the world and to make a meaningful impact. As you go forth, carry the spirit of inquiry, the thirst for knowledge, and the drive to effect positive change. And remember, you are not just graduates, you are ambassadors of learning and agents of transformation in a world that eagerly awaits your unique contributions. Congratulations, graduates. Your achievements today mark the beginning of a remarkable adventure. May you embrace it with courage and wisdom and boundless enthusiasm.
Creeley. I now ask Dr. Creeley to preside over the conferring of degrees. Dr. Lutkehans, the trustees, and Ms. Hancock will join us in greeting candidates as they process across the stage. Dean Creeley.
Doctoral degree candidates, please rise. President Driscoll, I have the honor to present these candidates for Doctor of Education, Doctor of Philosophy, and Doctor of Psychology.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Council of Trustees of the Indiana University of Pennsylvania and the Board of Governors of Pennsylvania's State System of Higher Education, and on the recommendation of the faculty and graduate dean, and subject to completion of all degree requirements, I confer upon you the doctoral degree with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. As a testament of this accomplishment, you will receive a doctoral hood which signifies your attainment of this advanced degree. You may now come forward, and graduates, you may be seated until the marshal releases your row.
Oksana Moraz, Pandemic Screen Lives, Autoethnographic Case Studies of Gen Z Multilingual Students' Digital Identities. Daning Liang, Exploring College Students' Composing Practices and Perceptions of Collaborative Multimodal Composition in a First-Year Writing Class. Sarah Jessica Gan, Amaru, A Golden Key to the Adolescent Mental Health Crisis. Daniel Joseph Savage, The Effects of Depression and Suicide-Related Internet Memes on Mood. Alam Abulila, The Right to Narrate, Through Stories Like the Phoenix from Ashes We Rise in Contemporary Palestinian Literature. Stephanie White Evans, The Reason for the Return, a qualitative grounded theory study exploring the perceived motivational factors and challenges of the certified registered nurse anesthetist that returns for a postmaster's Doctor of Nursing practice degree. Jenna Bluedorn, It's funny how brands leverage types of humor to increase brand engagement on TikTok. Hamdi Askal, Online News Sources, Perceptions of Selective Exposure and its Impact on Political Participation and Civic Engagement. Wahiba Baukabar, Perceptions of Attending a STEM Sports Science Summer Institute and its Influence on Student Interest in Sports Science, Sports Medicine Careers. Esma Radwan, Teacher Educators' Perception of Their Readiness to Prepare Pre-service teachers to use AI in their teaching practice. Kanisha Drummond Martin, Evaluation of Safety and Health Conditions in a Feed and Poultry Manufacturing Company using a macroergonomics approach. Kimberly Ann Rode, Standards in Equity, the Impact of Implementing Common Core Standards on High School Graduation Rates in the United States. Saeed Ali Riza Ahmadi, Exploring the Use of Metacognition in Teaching Writing, a case study of the first-year composition instructors in the U.S. Emily Rose Frederick, Examination of the Executive Functioning as Measured by the Children's Color Trails Test, CCTT, and Inattention, Hyperactivity, Impulsivity, Conduct Problems, and Limited Prosocial Emotions in Youth. Jared Matthew Daly, Practical Leadership Experience of Young Professionals through the playing of kickball and the transfer of leadership skills into the work setting. Bradley Keene, Humanities Training for Law Enforcement, a theory-driven evaluation. Elizabeth Hammond Richard. The perceptions of stress and coping strategies of Generation Z undergraduate nursing students in the clinical setting. Lauren Succarelli, intra-professional teamwork and collaboration among pre-licensure nursing students. Tessa Chaz Guaza, characterization of the risk factors associated with control room operation in the oil and gas industry. John Selesky, biomechanical evaluation of 3 different police body carriers for officer duty equipment. Amy Halter, caregivers for family members diagnosed with cancer who are in counseling, an exploratory qualitative study. Tracy Holsapple, the emotional well-being of school principals in rural schools during COVID-19 pandemic, a phenomenological qualitative study. Shintrika Weibel, the intersection of race, gender, and higher educational leadership, a qualitative meta-synthesis exploring women of color leadership experiences in academia. Elisa Suzette Juarez, an interrupted time series analysis of Mexico's lay general and human trafficking investigations. Deborah Kennedy Kane, the impact of supply chain performance on stock returns. Maysar Khattab, critical representations of colonial India and the servile white male character in select 20th century fiction, film, and television. Leanne Ollinger, the effects of sleep disorders and medication use on cognitive functioning in individuals with vascular dementia. Alexa Piacquadio, the applicability of the fraud pentagon theory to underage drinking and drug use frequency in an undergraduate population. Carly Leah Richard, marginalized athletes' experiences with and responses to microaggressions in the sport of powerlifting. Kara Yeagle, anxiety, motivational beliefs, and parent involvement. Sam Vertosik, explicitly queer, LGBT+ representations in young adult speculative fiction. Megan Marie Homer, a phenomenological study of the lived experiences of rural Pennsylvania advocates and counselors who work with female survivors of coercive control in intimate partner violence relationships. Amy Hayes Seiler, community college student perceptions of awareness, utilization, and satisfaction with in-house and outsourced counseling services. Todd Vermillion, clinical mental health counselor's experiences with mandated reporting of child abuse and neglect in Pennsylvania. Joseph Philip Baker Jr., determination of the impact of school leader trait emotional intelligence on the outcomes of student achievement and growth. Richard Muth, impacts of rurality on post-secondary students before and after college. Lisa Marie Smith, an exploratory qualitative study of reading teachers' implementation of character education in juvenile residential placement facilities. Forster Cujo Agama, teaching composition through the lens of linguistic justice, a tapestry of voices from minority faculty. Kevin Lampkins, white first-year composition teachers' identities and perceptions of racially and linguistically diverse students. Trisha Kelly Travers, recognizing and avoiding misinformation, evaluating sources for a FYW research writing assignment. Nancy Saeed Ali, analyzing Instagram use by young adults during health crises. Yazid Al-Jasir, Crisis Communication Leadership, a qualitative content analysis of world leaders' narratives addressing COVID-19.
Please join me in congratulating our new doctoral degree recipients. Dr. Creeley, please present the candidates for the Master of Arts, Business Administration, Education, and Science.
Thank you, President Driscoll. All recipients of Master of Arts, Business Administration, Education, and Science, please rise. I have the honor to present these recipients of master's degrees in academic disciplines in graduate studies.
Thank you, Dean Creeley. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Council of Trustees of the Indiana University of Pennsylvania and the Board of Governors of Pennsylvania's State System of Higher Education, and on the recommendation of the faculty and graduate dean, and subject to completion of all degree requirements, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Arts, Master of Education, Master of Science, or Master of Business Administration as earned. You may now move your tassels to the left side. Graduates, you may be seated until the marshal releases your robe.
Mikile Neni Thanmai. Kirti Chowdhury Nalore. Ashraya Srinivas. Yogesh Vasudev Karekar. Chirag Shirajmal Jain. Narahari Seti Shri Rama Harshitha. Anvesh Mahesh. Nikith Subramanyam. Lakitha Nagaraj. Wanishri Gowda. Rushali Sunil Gupta. Ritvik Ravishankar Gaud. Pavan Kumar Kumara. Shashank Kumar. Mukesh Srinivasulu. Saiteja Kota. Chandana Mahadeva Rao. Suhas. Sharan Reddy. Darshan Basavaraj. Vijay Marad. Aditya Narendra Kanade. Christian Jaramillo. Christian Gabriel. Sharon Anjum. Divinay Gajar. Achuth Jushe. Rohene Veamure. Vushnik Hoysal. Harsha Raju Badadal. Saketh Pandurangi. Shriyas Bari Malakarjuna Swami. Farooq Ahmed Ayaz. Vinuta Idalagi. Ashwin Minakshi Sundaram. Vrishab Dev Makesh. Prashant Yadav. Gautam Manjunath Reddy. Prudvi Raj Kuruva. Navanith Ashoka. Prabal Jakam Sankarananayan. Surya Arun Gautam. Pradeep Kumar Jangid. Abhishek Venugopal. Rithika Diana Reddy. Arkit Shiti. Rashmi Shayam. Nishika Chengapa. Lalitesh Babu. Roberto Daniel Piedra. Elise Piedra. Jyotsna Hosur. Priya Reddy. Supriya Reddy. Pragna Gudeti. Bianca Rose Mack. Janesh Karibusupu Gowda. Ganesh Satyanarayana. Parmish Solamanian. Guillerme Choadan. Vaishnavi Singh. Sanjna Manjunath. Kirti Sagar. Dikshith Sarnia. Frederick Leo Kimbrough. Alexander Brecht. Ashley Hamilton. Rachel Rary. Alexis Alexander. Alexa Zazak. Victoria Franz. Sheila Venturini. Lauren Reinhardt. Jamie Lynn Dykes. Corinne Orr. Jenna Deutsch. Rathiki Gupta. Kimberly Crystal Lulaine. Aurelie Henry. Shrestha Jain. Eric Borowski. Alexandra Cook. Jacob Krynock. Ryan Horner. Alexander Pearl. Jacob Thomas Sears. Casey Michelle Brown. Madison Forbes. Bethany Jacobs. Madison Keyser. Samantha Marley Fuller. Lindsay Arend. Rihanna Durham. Abby Ann Stipkak. Christopher Gordon. David Green. Sarah Ann Davis. Edwin Lawson. Prince Atise. Gabriel Saez Feliciano. Francis Chinedu Onyekwelo. Barbary Marwa. Megan Abraham. Devin Masio. James Walubengo Mukaisi. Benita Abuo. Lorna Mothangi. Ahmed Nabil Hamad. Onas Abulila. Taylor Beneke. William Earl Hargrove, Jr. Aiden Sadowski. Austin Willis. Caitlin Stats. Jalad Kumar Shrivastava. Srinandan Ashok Basapur. Madison Olivia Vogan. Morgan Reed. Julie Kathleen Garner. Samantha Ray Rayan. Vanita Bupati. Nayanisha Lokesha. Ubinavke Vasudevan. Alan Baker. Nagarjan Chane Gowda. Viraj Jadav. Shreya Giri. Elena Rochelle Pesci. Elizabeth Rose Robertson. Arsh. Amber Tyler Connor. Samantha Rose Halls. Sarah Christine Mazer. Zachary William Stolnaker. Amanda Morales. Linda Fabia. Madison Jaquila. Jaron Zorich. Peyton Samuel Craze. Hunter Cause. Mallory Gallinack. Sarah Marie Patrick. Luke Timothy Reinhardt. Sabrina Long. Dylan James Roush. Abigail Ann McKelvey Earhart. John Tedeschi. Matthew Hines. Tyler Howells. Olivia Santee. Paula Marie Lucas. Anna Patricia Shively. Michaela Beth Rich. Alyssa Kimberly Bethis. Autumn Christine Miller. Lisa Floss. Fatima Alsubeiti. Alexa Nicole Souls. Mara King. Amanda Bryce McClay. Bethany Smeal. Neil Rossman. Naoyuki Yamashiro. Delaney Igo. Jillian Petrowski. Abigail Kabuski. Emma Rose Skundrich. Lauren Ennis. Jordan Marie Berta. Maria Elizabeth Mechanic. Carly Frances Gray. Emily Sue Parks. Lillian Lux. Samantha Lee Hillier. Ryan Shade. Alexandra Harrington. Paige Shelby. Peyton Eckerd. Lakshmi Sri Divadiga. Suman Girigauda. Alex Aaliyah Ellis. Alexis Kramer. Cassandra Lee Suran. Kelsey Louise Calpin. Laura Root. Kristen Jenkins. Gregory James Rock. Wesley James Nelson. Emma Lashley. Laura Broughton. Emily Sikora. Elizabeth McCreary. Molly Sue Lee. Kimberly Leidick. Kelsey Reinhart. Gwen Moorhood. Monet Wade. Jordan Aturafi. Kara Nicole Cabaz. Shannon Nicole Boyne. Erica Janice Frombaugh. Rachel Bradley. Anastasia Ksenia Bank. Camden Boris. Morgan Burleson. Reese Alexander Long. Isabella Nicole Nagy. Victoria Negley. Kyla Ann Paul. Hannah Weimer. Chelsea Brady. Anne-Marie Schweitzer. Caitlin Joelle Calgren. Hakin Busala Olushala. Toby Trotta. Morgan Catherine Butterball. Amber Lynn Lawrence. Julia Arden Davis. Emily Opshinsky. Elizabeth Catherine Hirsch. Samantha Leslie. Justina Blood. Khadija Zaki. Tarian Booker. Kaylee Casa. Caitlin Adams. Allison Ann White. Cassidy Ray Bessel. Amanda Del Mastro. Anthony Michael Benaquista. Austin Hutchison. Kelsey Storm Ettinger. Jamie Bubner. McLean Alphonse Jua. Nolan Labuda. Anna Aljo. Esther Toe Ajay Tom Abi. Dalton Myers. Osama Toba. Hannah Powell. Joy Inyela. Christina Adkisson. Kennedy Quinn Page. Lindsay Felice. Aaliyah Gaston. Kylie Mamrose. Kara Starsinik. Shannon Jesse Mitchell. Lindsay Kudritz. Sarah Renee Dybert. Peyton Elise Andra. Mackenzie Clark. Olivia Bilodeau. Kylie Hoffman. Darian Pauline Jack. Tara Luckenbaugh. Alyssa Carney. Crystal Ross. Dylan Bryant. Joshua Marichko. Aaron Capulas. Rachel Horrell. Surya Thija Vundavili. Hemantika Alluri. Gianna Viola. Anna Catherine Simon. Remy Garland. Marin Reynolds. Aria Dave Talanari. Prithviraj Pradeep Bhatt. Pratik Vijay Anaji. Mohammed Omar Arab. Reddy Venkata Seganesh Araveti. Aishwarya Rajendra Gowda. Sai Vineeth Kamishita. Adityamar Pata. Graham Dorr. Christina Love Tina Kayimpa.
Please join me in congratulating our new master's degree recipients. I am pleased to introduce Leslie Purser, President of the IUP Alumni Association Board of Directors, to welcome our new graduates into the association.
Thank you, ma'am. To the class of 2024, congratulations, you did it. Woo! Let me be the first to say, welcome, alumni. You now join more than 150,000 IUP alumni living around the globe. You are joining the ranks of college presidents, CEOs of large corporations, owners of small businesses, inventors, scientists, educators, award-winning artists and musicians, Army generals, and experts caring for people's health, well-being, families, and communities. Our alumni are making an impact around the world. Although we may have attended IUP in different years, okay, different centuries, I would argue our experiences are similar. We all hung out with the squirrels in the oak grove, enjoyed some Romeo's pizza with ranch, spent a few late nights studying for finals at the library, although we weren't allowed coffee like you are today. And of course, we trudged through the snow and rain, uphill, both ways. Those memories will last a lifetime. As you go off into the world, remember that those experiences shaped you, and you will share those stories at alumni gatherings, dinners with college roommates, and anywhere you find fellow alumni well into the future. And when you get those emails from us about upcoming events or our newsletters talking about your alma mater, take a moment and review them. Your alumni office and association is here for you. Connect with us at work, in your neighborhood, at homecoming, or at networking events. The Alumni Association has provided you with a small flag on your chairs. It's the perfect size to take with you when you travel to your next destination. Use the QR code to send photos of yourself with your flag to be featured on the alumni social channels. And now, we need to get a selfie with the new IUP alumni in the audience. So on the count of 3, wave your flags in the air. 1, 2, 3. Take your IUP flag with you wherever you go and show us where you land. To you, my fellow alumni, be amazing, be fearless, be honorable, and be courageous. And as you set the world on fire, let everyone know that you are a proud alumnus of Indiana University of Pennsylvania. Welcome to the family. We are IUP proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you, General Purser. We are now at the point in the ceremony when the graduates have the opportunity to pay tribute to those people who helped make this moment a reality for them. Would the parents, spouses, children, other family members, sponsors, and friends of our graduates please stand so that the graduates may show their appreciation with a round of applause. Thank you. You may be seated. I would like to offer special thanks to all who participated in the ceremony and the many people behind the scenes and those working in video and sound production to allow for friends and family members to view from locations all over the world. I also extend my appreciation to the ROTC Color Guard. Thank you all. I would now ask that you please rise for the alma mater and the retiring of the colors. The alma mater is performed by the Graduation Brass Ensemble and led by vocalist Abigail Earhart. Please remain in your places until the platform party has recessed.
To our noble alma mater's name, we her children sing a joyful lay, and to her a new allegiance pledge that lives beyond our day. Sing